again. So I'm gonna just give a second for anyone who's trying to hop in real quick. We ain't gonna make this too long. We got things to do, but I promised somebody yesterday that I was gonna go ahead and check out a show, Ashita no Joe. That was a little confusing for me to find it at first because I didn't know that it had two names. Obviously, one was the Japanese name. Didn't know it was Ashita no Joe for Japanese, Tomorrow Joe for the English name. Y'all know how that works. But we figured it out. Got to check out the first episode. So, as promised, I will be giving my uh, my recap of first episode, and we're doing it on the live. And then I got another Naruto follow-up question for y'all. So unfortunately, I ain't gonna stick around today for the Naruto convo again, like yesterday. But if anything, I might do another live tomorrow to follow up with the Naruto question. That way we can we can really get into it tomorrow, because today I gotta hop on the road. So a job that I was working, contract deal, it just finished today. So hopping on the road to head back to the crib, take care of some business, and then we on to the next job. So we got a lot of driving to do. But without further ado, let's talk Ashito no Joe, or Tomorrow Joe, whichever one you wanna go by. So I'll say it like this: my first impression about whether it's good or bad, let's just say that I'm gonna definitely check out the continue with the episodes. Definitely good. For those of you who watch anime, but you just fully in tune with like new animation and all that, I'm gonna be frank, it might not be for you. But I'm gonna say personally, I'm more old school. So if you've seen Ashito no Joe, for anyone that's in here, if you've seen Ashito no Joe, let me know in the comments or whatever. Let everybody else know how you feeling it. Let them know if that's the right place to be in. For me, that recommendation was a good one. I rock with it. So my first impression of it, obviously, you gotta start from the intro. The intro mixed with the animation itself fits, right? I like the way that the intro and the animation just meshes together. I noticed that there is a lot of focus on making Joe seem, like, oh, you not from here. Like, you could definitely tell, with the whole, oh, you a drifter, the whole walking across the bridge, starting off by himself, walking into a town and everything. There's a whole lot of focus on making sure that Joe is an outsider, right? That's the one thing that I did notice for sure. I feel like they spent damn near 10 plus minutes on making sure that he ain't from here, right? Maybe I'm tripping, but uh, the animation itself, for the first episode, the animation itself, it kind of threw me off initially. And I think that's partly because I haven't seen an older anime in so long. So when I got to looking at it, my first thought was, oh dang, man, this vibe I'm feeling is like Samurai Champloo vibes. Y'all might think I'm crazy for that, but I don't care. That's just me. But I like the way that the animation is written. It's different. It kind of pops, but it fits. It's got a weird fit to it. It's not what I expected, but it works. So maybe I'm tripping, right? Let's see, YouTube over here trying to talk about possible violations of guidelines for what? We talking about Ashito no Joe. They tripping. But anyways, so I like I was saying, I like the way the animation fits for what what the show is, especially because it's a 70s thing. So if you watch a lot of 70s stuff, you could feel that it's older. You could feel the 70s feel, right? So the music is not a newer feel. The music is a 70s feel. The animation is a 70s feel. It kind of reminds you like if you're watching cartoons in the 70s and everything. But let's bypass the animation itself. When we get to the first fight and everything, or when he gets to the drunkard, I guess that would be I guess that'd be closest to the first fight. When it's like, oh, he took out Bruiser, one hit. Hey, old man wasn't just trying to go down without a fight, but at the same time, he needed to quit drinking regardless. But the fact that he went cold turkey just because he saw a punch from the little 3-on-1 fight that was going on, that wasn't even really a fight. That was a 1-on-3 jumping. Let's put it like that. That first fight was a 1-on-3 jumping. so old man see this fight, and then he just amazed. Get in his head, oh, I'm finna go cold turkey. I gotta train this guy. You got to let me train you. Joe say he don't like drunkards. It's understandable. You got standards. But I still don't know why you in the town or nothing like that. I just know you came in here. We don't really know what's going on yet. We don't know what you just about just yet. Maybe I'll find out in episode 2. That what's going on, Jonah? How you looking? How you feeling? What's going on? So yeah, I do like how Joe he's trying to stand his ground, regardless of what's going on. We don't really got a backstory on him yet, but I'm sure that when we find out, it'll sit better with me for the fact that I already like it. So Danpei, right? This man is completely what's the word for it? I was about to say traumatized. I don't know why that came to my head, but he's completely baffled. Let's use that. He was baffled by a punch. He's like, yeah, that's the punch, right? So pursuing this dude for maybe a quarter of the episode, just trying to say, hey, let me train you. Man went cold turkey on the drinks. Cold turkey. Sweating and everything. So that's dedication, especially from someone that's a drunk. Yeah, skeptical. In real life, we go ahead, back up, keep away. So the fact that Joe even by the end of the episode was even letting dude kind of hang around him, even though he said get away from me and all that, it's kind of wild, because the way that the episode did end was where it really got crazy, because those same 3 people that he that I want to say fight, but that first one is like a 1-on-3 jumping. Like, just think about it. It's not a 3-on-1 jumping. It's a 1-on-3 jumping, if that makes sense. Because they ain't having no chance. They didn't. I ain't seen not one person land a hit at all. That's a 1-on-3 jumping, not a 3-on-1 jumping. They got their ass handed to them by an outsider whistling tunes. Come on now. It's crazy. So what else did I want to touch on about it? Yeah, as a whole, I like it. The theme song, I'm pretty big on theme songs, if y'all didn't figure it out from how a little bit I touched on that. So I'm pretty big on theme songs. I rock with the opening. I rock with the ending. I like how they sound 70s. It just sounds 70s. So I'm an old head, and I just like the way that certain things sit. So don't get me wrong, I rock with new anime heavy and all that, but there's a certain classic feel to a good 70s or 80s or 90s show or movie, So I would say that for the time that this was brought in or put together, however you want to word it, great. Would I recommend this for anyone in this current day and age? I would recommend it for anybody who is not I would recommend it for anybody who does not watch only anime from 2010 up, maybe. I would say about 2010 up. If you only watch anime from like 2010 up, it's probably not for you, unless you into sports anime. And even then, you probably gonna be looking like, oh, what's this animation? Look, come on, man. You're supposed to be watching things with an open mind. Develop your opinion afterwards. That's why we doing this recap. Do what you got to do. Go kill them episodes, and then have your discrepancies later. But for now, I like the recommendation. I will be continuing with the show. For those of y'all who's in there in the live right now, the same thing that I did for my live yesterday. What I need you to do, drop your recommendations in the chat for people who don't watch anime, who's new to anime, who don't know where to start. Put your recommendations in the chat. Let them know what they should be on. Let them know what they're missing out on. So for the time being, though, that's what I got for episode 1. If there's anything that y'all seen and that y'all remember from episode 1 that I probably forgot to touch on, let me know. I'll probably just go ahead and add it in for when I get done with my drive. I got quite a bit of a drive to do, so like I said, I ain't gonna be on here for too long. Now, what I do want to finish up with my follow-up question. Well, not follow-up question, but bringing it back to Naruto, because you know that we well, you don't know, but for those who was in the live yesterday, you know that we was kind of going in on the Naruto conversation for a little bit. So my question for y'all that I'm gonna leave today, and when I get done with my drive tomorrow, I'm gonna do a live, and then we're gonna have that Naruto conversation. So my question was, for the final Naruto versus Sasuke fight, are you good with that fight, or would you rewrite that? And if you could rewrite it, how would you have it? If y'all didn't understand the question, I'm gonna try to word it a little bit better. So, the final Naruto versus Sasuke fight, the final fight, not the one where they first, where it was like the rift just really happened. Not that one. The final fight, where they lost their arms, right? Are you okay with that fight, or would you rewrite it? If you could rewrite it, how would you have wrote it? If that makes sense. I'll give you an example. Like, would the fight have gotten as far as it did? Would it have been like, oh, they fought and then and then peace was made before they was losing arms? Like, would they have lost their arms? Would Sasuke have still left the village initially? Would Sasuke have joined the village? Would Sasuke have still been talking that crazy stuff about being the Hokage? Like, yeah. So if you could rewrite the final Naruto versus Sasuke fight, what would it be? Or would you keep it that way? Would you keep it exactly how it was? So that's the question. So when I finish my drive, because I ain't gonna be done driving until damn near 8 in the morning. We got a ways to go, and I'm doing this for y'all to do my Ashita no Joe recap of the first episode, and then bring y'all this Naruto question. The Naruto question is in preparation for tomorrow when I get done with my drive, so that we can touch on this conversation, and then obviously we're gonna continue with the Naruto one. I'll probably switch gears from the Ashita no Joe being introduced in the live. I'm gonna start doing my recaps and regular separate videos or shorts. We'll figure it out, but that's what we got for now on that. So once I get a chance, I will. Well, I mean, I'll make sure that the question is in the comments and in the description, so y'all can make sure that y'all got it, and then just let me know what y'all think. So, anybody got any last recommendations to drop in the comments for people who trying to get on the anime? There was quite a bit of recommendations that people was dropping in the live yesterday. A lot of good ones. A lot of I've seen quite a bit of anime. So Ashita no Joe was definitely one that I promised I was gonna check out, and now we locked in. So we gonna keep going with that. Like I said, we're gonna more than likely end up doing those as separate videos. I want to continue with the live stream Naruto conversations for a while. The Naruto ones, you can get pretty in depth about quite a few things about Naruto. So if y'all don't like watching long lives or whatever, you want to just kind of check out, you just want a quick down and dirty recap of the live streams, you can go check out some of the shorts that I've been putting together. Because what I'm doing is I'm trying to get into doing the lives, but what I want for the people who want to do things more on a short level, it's a quick recap of what the live was, so that y'all ain't got to go in and chill in the live with us or nothing like that, if that's what you don't want to do. But for those of y'all who like hanging out in the live, y'all like being in the conversation and everything, hop in the live, right? So I ain't gonna hold y'all. That was my impression of the first Ashita no Joe episode. If you missed it, rewind it to go and go listen again, or listen for the first time. And then the Naruto question, hey, what would you do? You keeping it the same or you changing it? What's the word? All right. So we'll follow up on the Naruto question tomorrow when I get done with my drive. I ain't gonna take too long because it is already starting to rain again and we got ground to cover. So until then, peace.